In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Ring Pathlights. We're going to be going over the features and showing you a demo of what they're capable of to help you make a better decision on if they're the right lights for you. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Steve from the YouTube channel Steve Does, and I want to thank you for joining me here at reviews.org. So Ring has come out with a lot of smart lighting recently. We've already taken a look at their light bulb and their spotlight, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at their Pathlights. Now the cool thing about the Ring ecosystem is that all of these devices, the lighting and the camera, all connect together, so you can use motion sensors from one device to trigger another device. For example, if motion is detected on the Pathlights, it can trigger your camera to start recording earlier than it normally would. So that is helpful right there. Now Ring sells two different types of Pathlights. They sell a battery powered version and a solar version. The battery powered version takes 4D batteries, where the solar panel obviously has one rechargeable battery inside and then uses the sun to charge that battery and keep it topped off. In the video today, we went with the solar powered version. Now from what I saw on the website, I wasn't expecting anything too big. I've seen a lot of these lights at Home Depot, other locations where you can pick up solar panel lights, and you know, the size, I kind of had an idea, but this thing was huge. So we got the 2-pack of lights. This is just one of them. So this came, 2 of these came in a giant box when it was delivered to my house. I was actually shocked at how big this Pathlight was. Now to quickly go over the features that it lists on the box, this is smart lighting to link your Pathlights with select Ring devices for total protection. It's also motion activated. You can set up custom settings, which we'll be going over in a little bit. This one is solar panel, obviously weather resistant, and it is voice controlled. So you can set this up with your Amazon voice assistant to turn the lights on and off. Now, if we look down at the bottom here, it says that a Ring bridge is required. So keep that in mind. If you do not have a bridge, you got to pick one of those up. You can get it from the website. And also that USB charging cable is included. So we'll be taking a look at that once we get this thing open. And with that said, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos like this one. With that said, let's see what comes in this box. Okay, so here's what everything looks like packaged in the box. We'll open it up, we can see that all the components are in here. Let's go ahead and take everything out and put it together. All right, so I've taken everything out of the box, and that way we could just put it together easier. So we're gonna put the spike on the bottom, because for me, I am gonna stick mine in the dirt. So we got the spike on the bottom, and then as far as the light, it's just going to slide in, and there are certain holes in the top here. So we're gonna slide that in, lock it in, and that is the light right there. This thing is massive. What you're gonna do with the light is that you're actually gonna open it up, so you can take off the light part right here, and inside here is the battery. So if you take a closer look underneath the light, we see the battery right here. We've also got a small micro USB port on the side. That is where you're going to plug it in if you need to charge it through the cable that comes with it. Say if it's not charging all the way on solar panel, you can bring this in and charge it through the cable. So that's a nice option too, if for some reason in the winter you're not getting the sun that you were getting in the summer. But once you get the light charged up, we're just gonna pop it back on here. Now let's go ahead and get this thing set up in the app. I'm gonna install these outside, and we're gonna take a look at how well the motion sensor work, how bright the lights are, and how far apart we need to actually have these lights. All right, so setting up the device is really easy to do. We've got the app loaded up right here. I'm gonna scroll all the way to the bottom, and then it's gonna say set up a device. So we're gonna tap on device, smart lighting. I'm gonna select my home, and then we're going to scan the QR code that is on the bottom of the light. Once we get that scanned, it's gonna find the light, update any software that it needs to, and it's done. It's then gonna have you go through steps of where the light is located. It's front yard, backyard. You're gonna name the light, go through all that stuff, and then you're done. The light's all set up and ready to go. So I've actually already set up both Pathlights. They are installed in the front of the house. So let's go over the features of these lights and see what they offer. Okay, so at the very top of the screen, I have got a icon that says lights. So I'm gonna tap on lights, and we can see that I've got a bunch of different lights set up because, like I mentioned, Ring has come out with a lot of new lights, spotlights, light bulbs, Pathlights. So I've got all of those listed here. We are only going to be covering the Pathlights in this video. If you want to check out the other ones, we'll put a link above for you guys to check that stuff out. But we're going to go ahead and click on front yard lights. You can see that I've got the 2 Pathlights, and then I also have the bulb, which is the porch light that I have right next to the front door. And what's cool is that everything that is in this front yard group can trigger each other on. So for example, if one of the Pathlights detect motion, it's going to also turn on the porch light. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on settings. Here are the different settings that you can do for these lights. General settings, it's going to essentially just be naming the group and then also taking a look at what devices are in this group. Back out of there, we've got motion settings. So you can turn motion detection on and off per device. So say I wanted my Pathlight 1 to be the only one that's going to detect motion and not the Pathlight 2, I can turn that off from there. And then below that, we've got the motion scheduling. So you can set up scheduling of when you want that stuff to happen. Backing out of there, we've got motion snooze. So if you are tired of getting notified, say it's Halloween outside and you've got people walking all around in front of your house and you don't want to get the notifications every time somebody is there, you can snooze those notifications. So we've also got light settings. So this is going to be your auto shut off times. You can go anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes. So when these lights are triggered on, how quickly do you want them to automatically turn themselves off? Back out of there, you can shared users. So you can share this with other people. And then we've also got a lighting schedule. So this is when the lights are going to be active and then deactivated. So for me, I've got my lights that are going to be turning on at dusk when the sun goes down. And then at midnight, I don't want them to turn on anymore. But you do have the option in this setting that if you don't want it for a certain time, you can go from dusk till dawn. So that is an option for you too. So those are the features with these lights. I'm gonna wait for it to get a little bit darker outside and then we're gonna test these out and see what they're capable of. All right, sun is finally going down now. We set up the Pathlights earlier, got them all set up. I set them up 6 feet apart because I wanted them spaced out properly to give the most light. But let me show you guys what we did with the setup, and I'll show you the front door and how we're going to use the motion sensor on the Pathlights to turn on the porch light too. All right, so as I'm approaching the front door here, the lights turned on. We have both the lights and the porch light turned on, and that is all from the motion sensor on the lights. I put the lights about 6 feet apart. I felt that that gave the best coverage walking up to the front door. Now, granted, I don't have a very big walkway going up to my front door, so if you wanted to do something like add an additional motion sensor onto it and put that out a little bit farther to pick up motion even sooner, you could do that too. So I found that the lights were getting triggered too much by cars going by and people going by, so I actually moved one of the lights right next to the front door around the other side of the bush. I also want to mention the other lights that you do see are from my neighbors. Those are their solar lights, but we're just testing out the Ring ones right now. But as I walk up to the front door, you can notice that the lights trigger on, the one by the front door does too, and then also the porch light again. So I hope that demo gave you an idea of what to expect from these Pathlights and also how it connected to other Ring devices. If you want to know anything more about the smart lighting from Ring, check out the link below to reviews.org. If you guys want to see more from me, check out my channel, Steve Does, where I do a lot of smart home videos and other tech review. If this video is helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. I want to thank you for joining me here at reviews.org, and I will see you guys in the next video.